So this was a discussion on social media that myself, Big Jim, and a mutual friend, Charlie Thrower, we were talking. He brought up a topic about gas station food. I'll read a tweet here verbatim. He said, basically said, "I'm going to get some heat for this, but I don't care. Food from Wawa is severely overrated." So open a little bit of discussion with a lot of our mutuals here. Uh, Jim replied with, saying overrated compared to what, and then of course he said, it's not the be all end all, it's bland, that kind of thing. So we had an open discussion about that. What is good gas station food? What do you
Wawa.
guys?
No,
Huh?
Wawa. No, and that
Correct.
was that was my whole point. Is for anyone that doesn't, because regionally, depending where you listen to this, you may not know what a Wawa is. You may not know what a Sheets is. But
Sheets.
so yeah, you don't have Sheets in Florida.
No.
Sheets is a basically it's Wawa of Western PA. So Wawa originated down near Philly. Sheets originated in Pittsburgh. And it's the same sort of thing now. And that's the big debate in Pennsylvania is Sheets versus Wawa. I live in the middle of the both of them, so I get the benefit from having both.
Hey, the one time woke Jim's a moderate. All right.
Hey man, if I'm gonna get good food, I'll meet you on both sides of the aisle.
Absolutely.
But my whole point to Charlie and the whole thing is like, what when you say it's severely overrated, like what are you comparing it to? Because it is gas station food. Like literally at the core of what it is, like it is food that you're buying at a convenience store / gas station. So like, are you comparing it to like, you know, a Ruth's Chris Steakhouse? Because then yeah, the Wawa hoagie probably gonna come up a little short in that battle. Okay, like
I'll tell you what though, Wawa, the way people treat Wawa, especially down in Florida, I don't know if it's the same in PA or any other place, but people treat Wawa down here like a glorified fast food place almost. Like McDonald's level.
It really is. And because I say gas station food, and it's not like, you walk in and you're grabbing like a 3-day-old sandwich with like the cheese that's begun to liquefy, which I also love, by the way, because I'm fat. But like, yeah, I mean, Wawa, they have good ingredients. They make the stuff fresh to order.
Yes.
Again, they have grab and go stuff as well as any gas station would. But yeah, this is, you can place the order in-house, they make it, and then you get basically a takeout order. Same thing with Sheets. But like, and at one point in the conversation, Charlie had asked me, because there's a series of local and regional stations up here, Sheets, Wawa, there's one called Turkey Hill, there's one called Rutter's. Like, he asked me, if I have my choice, which one am I stopping at? And 9 times out of 10, my answer would be Wawa, because they actually do have the best quality food out of all of them. The one time out of 10 I'm grabbing Sheets is probably because it's either morning, and there's one close enough to my house that I'm grabbing my coffee and breakfast sandwich there, or I'm drunk and I want some greasy food, because Sheets, that's their corner of the market. They kind of thrive in like more of like a greasy fried food option, where Wawa has more like fresh ingredients. They have soups, they have hoagies. They actually do pizza now too, which is surprisingly better than you would expect.
It's better than Little Caesars. Like,
it is better than Little Caesars. And so like the way I always describe it is this: Wawa is the Wawa's like the girl that you bring home to meet your parents. Like, Sheets is like the 2 a.m. leaving the bar drunk hookup. So like,
Ruth Chris is the Scarlett Johansson that you have no chance with.
Bing. Yeah, man, like, it was such a funny conversation. I have back and forth with Charlie all the time. He's a good dude, but it was just like, what do you can't just like do such a broad swing with like Wawa's severely overrated. Like, no, first off, if you're getting bad Wawa food, you're going to a bad Wawa. I'll say that. So like, you gotta find, because he's probably going to the same one on his way to work or his way home every day. So go to a different one, find a different one, and then tell me if it's severely overrated. My guess is, because I do have a buddy who hates Burger King because the one closest to him he had a horrible experience with it. I'm like, go to a different Burger King. It's okay. I promise it will be better. I'm a bit of a fast food connoisseur. Obviously, you can tell.
We've had the same conversation about you and Popeyes, my guy.
Oh, dude, we finally got a good one near me.
Fuck
And
yeah!
I eat there at least once a month.
Now, hey, let me counter with this. The one by my house has gotten bad on service. I've stopped going.
Yeah, man, it can spoil you, or it can it can spoil itself. Really,
7-Eleven's hit or miss because if the food is fresh, you're good.
EJ Christian, sir, shame on you.
Why? Why?
Okay, you live in Florida.
And what the fuck are you talking about, man?
You live in Florida.
Okay, what are you trying to say?
This motherfucker set the table for you.
Okay.
To preach a gospel, to talk about the church of convenience food and gas station action that exists now in this state. For you to not take the opportunity to spread the seed of gospel to the church of Buc-ee's is a goddamn fail on your part.
We don't have one here yet.
And I don't give a shit. You're the problem.
I don't have one here. What do we do about that?
Hello, Buc-ee's, Jim.
Drive a little bit, EJ. My God.
Oh, wait. It's almost as if you go to Disney pretty often.
Oh, when I go up there, yes, I'll handle that. Put on the reel. Put on the reel.
Now you're doing your Trump impression again of making fun of that.
Listen, Buc-ee's, greatest gas station ever.
And of course, it being a church, you should also endorse it as one who loves Trump and Republicans. Anyways.
Oh my God.
We did stop at the one in St. Augustine when we came down in April.
I'm familiar.
God. Yeah. The word on this street is they may be building one in Ohio, which is like probably between like a 6 and 7 hour. But between probably about a 4 and 5 hour drive for me. Which I would do that on a boring on a Saturday. I had nothing else to do.
If you stopped in Daytona at that one instead of St. Augustine, your mind would have been further blown.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we just didn't.
As somebody who regularly does that corridor, covering the Jacksonville Jaguars for Jaguars on SI and the Duval Dive, I regularly do it for the morning hit, for breakfast, for coffee, etc. But I think that's what Charlie is missing in his overall assessment compared to what, right? What the kids like to say, it's about the way it hits, right? Late night drunk action or late night, I've been busting ass all fucking day covering the Jacksonville Jaguars, right?
Yeah.
Some bullshit has transpired, and now I got to listen to morons like EJ's brother try to tell me Daniel Jones is better than Trevor Lawrence.
He didn't say that.
That's not going away. That's
dude. We're gonna address that.
This is worse than the way you and Jim platform Clay Travis all the time.
I platform Clay Travis?
Yes. When you retweet him, when you quote tweet him and talk shit, you are platforming him. Reply in the goddamn replies and don't quote tweet him. It's very simple for you old fucks that can't handle social media. See, it's funny because I'm older than both of you. Anyway,
I was just gonna say that. I know I can say that,
but it's the way it hits, right? I had somebody who had acquired a WaWa pizza and said, "Hey, I just wanted to try it. You want some?" As the pizza fiend that I am, granted, while relatively reformed, when you bring a drunk person to a bar, they might fall off the wagon. When a man brings a fat man a pizza and says, "Have a bite," it's difficult. So I did, for the sake of science, endure. Gentlemen, I mentioned better than Little Caesars. The way that hit, using the term gas station pizza that I'd be willing to take a second bite for, that's not overrated. WaWa deserves its prop. Now, is it the Church of Buc-ee's? Bitch, please.
Dude, that chopped brisket sandwich that I had for lunch that day was life-changing.
What can I say except you're welcome?
My God, it was just
What can I say except you're welcome?
so good.
And all that EJ's going to do
And
is
a wall of jerky, for Christ's sake. They have a wall of jerky.
they really do.
A
They
big
do?
wall.
Wow.
A bigly, the biggest wall. I'll get Mexico to pay for the goddamn wall.
Whoa.
Like,
Hold on.
it was a huge fucking wall of jerky.
Realize how moved Woke Jim was about Bucky's that he did a Trump impression. I don't give a damn that it was terrible compared to the black men on this panel.
Jim, all you missing is this.
He's missing the jerk off. Jim.
Jerking off the air wangs.
No, for me right now, it's easy WaWa with a bullet. If you're talking
Because you don't have the Church of Bucky's, you fucking heretic.
Not yet.
It's Hoagie Fest right now, by the way.
Say it again now.
It's Hoagie Fest for WaWa right now.
Oh, is it really nice?
Hell yeah.
You know what? I may go WaWa tomorrow, man. I haven't eaten WaWa in ages. And I had one next to my house.
I got it twice last weekend.
And you got to be a bitch and stop at one on the way up to Disney.
Which we going? I'll probably go up there soon, probably in August.
Good. Come pick up your jewelry.
That's right. Yes. Anyway, fellas, that was.
I owe you a mailing too. That's my bad.
Right. Anyway, fellas, excellent show. 2 hours of Pop